Hey there! Thank you so much for joining me. I'm Charlotte with Colorful Teaching for You. And before we start, I want to remind you that I am streaming to both Facebook and Instagram. So if I'm looking here, it's Facebook, and here it's Instagram. Now this episode is slightly different because I'm going to be talking to both your tweens and teens. But if you need this as an adult, come and join us. We're really excited to have you. So have you ever been told that your dream is too grand or impossible? Or have you ever been told that your head is in the clouds? Because let's face it, I've been there. And every single time that I've gone through this, I've always had someone say, go to school, put your head down, get good grades, and get a secure job. I mean, really, because if we try to do all of these, it's great. We really should, in a way, for some of us. But for other people, if we have these big dreams and we just let it go, it starts to get bigger and bigger inside of us. And then the more we ignore it, the more unhappy we get. Now, I'm a teacher, so yes, I do have my secure job. But at the same time, I'm also really ambitious, so I have other things that I do on the side because I really enjoy creativity, and a creative outlet for me is creating resources on the side. So I do that after my day job, which, you know, teachers, we come home, we also do work on the side. But when I wanted to go to grad school, which is another thing that I would have to do on the side, not because I was still working, I was told, hey, first of all, you're not competitive enough. So I figured, all right, I'll figure out how to get competitive enough. I did, and I was competitive enough. And then I was told, you're married, you need to go and start a family. And so I was like, oh, really? But I'm just getting started. And so then I decided, all right, I'm a woman, and in this day and age, we can do both. So I decided, I applied for grad school and I got in. And then shortly after, I got pregnant. So I was like, all right, we'll figure this out as we go along. I read journal articles for my baby and picture books as well. And then when baby came out, rocked him with one arm, typed my essay with the other. Everything is doable if we really want it bad enough. So if you have a big dream, it's doable. And there's always going to be people that'll tell you that it's not. So your job, my friend, is to take this dream, to listen to it, because you've got it for a purpose, and to follow through. My job here, my purpose, is to help you get through that. So what we're going to do in 4 steps is we're going to get through this. But before we go, I just want to remind you that I have a freebie that's associated with this video, and it's called the High Achievers Roadmap to Goal Setting. It's really going to help you hone in and focus on creating your goals and really focusing on your dreams. Now let's get started. The first thing that I want you to do is I want you to visualize your dream. And when I say visualize, I'm not just saying let's have a little daydream about it. I mean really get down and dirty with it. Like really think about it. Use all of your 5 senses. What do you see? What do you feel? What do you touch? And so forth. Beyond that, I want you to also think about your actual feelings. What are you feeling during this time? So really get into this. And as soon as you're done, I want you to move on to step 2, which is putting it down on paper in 2 ways. So you're going to draw it out and you're going to write it out. And the reason for this is because more than often we can't just write and we can't just draw. We can't get all of it out of our system by just doing one or the other. But if you do both, you've got everything, including the emotions and the feelings, all down on paper. So when someone says, hey, you can't do this, you'll say, well, I've already got it on paper. I already know what my plan is. I can see it on paper. I know what I want to do. And so you're already part of the way there in accepting it and moving forward. So when you get to step 3, which is, I want you to, at this point, look at the source. Really, really look at the source of the people who are telling you can't do something. Because there are people that they genuinely care about you and they want to look out for your best interest. So they'll say, hey, maybe this is not a good idea. That's fine. But there are people that will also say, no, you can't do this, you're not capable of it. Maybe they're jealous, I don't know. But take their word with a grain of salt and then look at their credentials. Have they ever done what you want to do? Do they have merit to tell you what to do? right? Because if, let's say, I wanted to climb a mountain, am I going to go to my mom or to my husband and say, hey, I want to climb a mountain, what do I do? Or do you think I should do this? Because, my mom might say, no, 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 you might fall. You might you might hurt yourself because she cares about me. But if I want to climb a mountain, I'm actually going to go and find people who have done this, look at the steps that they took, and then look at the steps that I need to take. Because, perhaps I need to, I don't know, I might need to go rock climbing first, right? So you need to talk to people who have done it and really, really understand the steps that they've taken, the emotional impact that it took on them. So look at the source. That's step 3. And number 4 is take action. Now, I did say taking action is also part of it was to visualize and to draw it out and to write it out. But the next step is actually move forward with this. So what I mean by that is when you've created those steps, you've talked to people and you've looked at what they can do, you now need to research and figure out what steps do you need to take in order to make this dream come true. So if it's rock climbing or if it's mountain climbing, maybe your first step is rock climbing. But maybe you're like me and the stamina's not quite there. So maybe you need to get a personal trainer to build that upper body strength, right? So look at your steps. Strategically look at your steps. That's why I pointed out the High Achievers Roadmap to goal setting, because it'll take you a little bit back, put the pause, look at what steps you need to take and how to strategically get to it. Okay? So I want you to remember, you are capable of this. I believe that you can do this, and I believe for both of us that you can do this, because we are all capable of doing what it is that we put our mind to. So also know that you're not alone on this journey. You've got people who love you. I'm also in your corner here, okay? And according to Tony Robbins, the impossible journey is the only impossible journey is the one you never begin. So if you want to take the impossible and make it possible, begin that journey, take your action. So here are the action steps you're going to be taking. First, we've talked about downloading the High Achievers Roadmap to goal setting. We've also talked about the importance of having your dream, and now the 4 actionable steps beyond the roadmap is to visualize, to put it down on paper in 2 different ways, and to evaluate the source if it's telling you that you cannot do something, and then to take action. Take one small step toward that goal today. I'm all about doing things today. Even if it's just researching what you need to do it today. Okay? When are you doing it? Today. So get going on that. All of this is possible. You can do this. Right? Say with me. I can do this. So if you need extra support, send me a message. If you would like, we've also are in the process of starting Thriving Teen Tribe, where you will be focusing on things like this to help build your self-confidence. So come and join us there as well. The link's also associated with this video. And in the meantime, remember to create, experience, and teach from the heart. Thank you so much for joining me, and I look forward to seeing you next week, same time, same place. Take care, my friends. Bye.